Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie. This will be a March overview for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There's going to be several spreads here, so if you're completely new to tarot, I want you to only take what parts of this reading actually resonate with you, discard any that don't. Also remember that gender is pretty much irrelevant. It's only going to be right 50% of the time. When I pull cards like kings, queens, emperors, and empresses, they actually describe a personality, which we'll do. So base it off that, not the gender. If you like my reading style, feel free to subscribe to the channel so that you get notified when I put out more readings. And if you want to become a member, you can hit the join button below to check out all the perks. So I'm just starting off with the Oracle to kind of get an overview, and I'll pull one main energy from one deck, and then we'll clarify everything, each aspect differently. Okay. So we have balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. The Eight of Wands as the overall energy. We have stalker, stalking, watching, obsessed. Strength. When your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm. Emotional intelligence, able to process emotional information to use in reasoning. And feast of gratitude. I savor the sweet moments of life. I taste the beauty of my days, and my stomach is full of gratitude for every moment. Sorry, I just wanted to get a little minute to look at all these. Alright, let's start with these. Tell me about strength for Virgo. When your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm. The King of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, Temperance, the Ten of Wands, the King of Pentacles, a lot of you are looking good, smelling good, feeling good after losing about 225 pounds. Which is a whole other person, right? I don't know why that was a specific weight for someone. Yeah, I feel like there was, for everybody, this person's going to be different, whether it's romantic or not. Something ended here, and it really is just the end of some stress. Like, I feel you're really at peace with something ending here. It looks like you went through a lot with it. So this could be like you recognizing, kind of looking back and saying, I've been through the most. I was able to live life without whoever this is, even when I thought that would be too challenging to do. I've made it out of tons of stuff. I'm really good. I feel like you actually you see your strengths. I don't feel like you've forgotten your weaknesses, but I feel like you're capable today of looking at the positivity in you. You have a lot of confidence, especially in your abilities. And most of you, I would say, are really financially stable. And it's not just that your money's right. I think that you do something that you really like to do. So I think that this other person probably would prefer to reconcile things with you, but I think that when they were around you, they were super independent and wanted their freedom, so I feel like it's kind of like a reverse of energy here. In the advice, we have Death, Scorpio energy, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think that, this is all part of that transformation. I think that, like, where you were confused or when you weren't sure, like, how life was going to go or what you should do, I think that you, instead of just falling apart, kind of looked at your opportunities and moved on from there. The 9, the 10 of Wands. So, I mean, if this is you entering March, by the time that you leave March, everything's going to seem a lot clearer to you with a specific relationship. Especially, to show you your strength. I survived this. I got out of this unscathed. Not completely unscathed. I think that there was some emotional wounding there, but today it's almost like it never happened. And I think, well, by the end of March anyway, it'll be like it almost never happened, and that's beautiful. So I feel like you are literally getting your strength and your confidence back this month. Tell me about emotional intelligence. Chariot. Cancer energy, the Knight of Pentacles, and the World. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like you finally are making peace with a lot of things this month. What I mean by this is like choosing peace, choosing to just let things go. There seems to be this balance that's taking place. Like you're going to see it slowly throughout the month start to really shift and change, where you're more able to understand people's emotions and your own without really reacting to them. Which is a big deal, because that takes a lot of change in a person, a lot of growth. There's something about closing out that other cycle that was so negative, like whatever that last spread was, that really is leading you to like peace. It's like somehow that specific relationship or circumstance was affecting you as a whole. I think that you were at a weak point and you weren't able to control your emotions very readily. And all of that is shifting here. It's like you're accepting the dark parts of yourself, which makes them not want to lash out. But you can also see the light in yourself. Like I said, you've overcome a lot. You were able to really do a lot. So now you can also understand where other people are coming from in their moments of weakness. There's something beautiful about it. It's almost like you didn't go through all the stuff that you did for nothing. You really took a lesson here with the world, and things are about to really change. I feel like you've been, rocking the slow, steady progress But this month it all just moves really fast. I mean, this is the Chariot. Advice. The Hanged Man. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the way that you're seeing everything now, something happened. You know, I want to say late last year, where you had to remove yourself from something, and you have learned everything about yourself since that situation. But with the world and the Wheel of Fortune, things are about to change for the absolute best. But it's based off of your ability to just get up and just keep doing it little by little every day, despite whatever else is going on in your life. I feel like, again, it's saying you're going to see how much change and how much growth is actually occurring within you. It looks like it's just like emotionally, it's a really good month. A really good month. Make sure to pay attention as things are changing and shifting for the better, like where you've really come from. And I feel like that's where this Feast of Gratitude will come in, when you're really grateful. That's the best place to manifest from, a place of gratitude. Wow, I made it this far, and only by the will of God. And I'm so grateful. When you speak like that, you allow blessings in. Remember that. Tell me about balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces, please. The Emperor, Karma. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups. I think some of y'all been watching a lot of like tarot and shit, but you don't really get the concept. Here's the thing, right? Like, I'm getting the energy of like somebody who's like, yeah, I'm manifesting something, but they're actually just kind of like sitting on the couch and not doing anything to get it. It would be like somebody who's like, I need $1 million. And they'd go literally like pay for a money spell or do some kind of like crazy like moon work, which is a beautiful thing, But then they just kind of sit on their ass and wait for it to come to them. That's not actually how it works. It requires all of this, but mostly effort. You get what I'm saying? If I ask Spirit for $1 million and I don't go play the lottery, then what the hell am I actually asking for? Like, you have to be more practical. You have to, I think that some of you like don't understand that it's going to require a lot of work and gratitude in order to get where you're getting. It'd be like if I sat here and cast a whole circle, got inside the bitch, did a whole money manifestation spell, and then didn't do anything that would align me with money. That doesn't make sense, right? So Spirit's like, what the fuck? How do you want me to give you this? Like, some of you it's love. Like, how do you want that to happen? You just want some bitch to like bust through the side wall of your house like the Kool-Aid Man to be in love with you? Like, you don't even go outside. You don't even get up and do your hair. Like, come on now. They're saying, be real. Be real. Some of you have a Pisces moon, and we all love Pisces, we do, but we know that they can be a little bit fantastical. They can be a little out of touch with reality sometimes. Some of you need to look up the definition of manifest so you actually know what that means, and then put that in a very practical level about how you're going to make something tangible in life. Like, it's not literally going to just fall into your lap. You know what I mean? Like I think that we don't really think about things like this, but There are definitely some people out there who feel like you can just woogity, 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 ask spirit for something and it will just come. No, you have to do some work too. I don't know why I'm laughing, but like, I feel like some people, and it's not actually funny, it's just that like we use these terms all the time and then we don't even truly like define them and then they get used improperly. And I feel like it's just something like that, you know? Before you manifest, understand what that is. And be careful what you wish for. And the advice, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, like really, like it's a knock it off. Okay, you're not just going to get nothing without putting any energy in, without doing anything. You have to actually start an idea, make a plan, you know, start being practical in this sense, you know. I feel like it's I don't know who I'm talking to. Maybe they're just kind of like new to tarot or something and they just don't truly understand like some of the terminology here. Yes, you would have to put in work in order to get to whatever status you want. And you'll have to start where you actually are here, which is at the planning phase, and make something happen with it. Like, you have to be in touch with reality a little bit when it comes to these things. Like I said, you can't ask for $1 million and you don't even go try the lottery. You know, that just wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. Nobody's just going to drop $1 million check in your fucking mailbox, you know? If you do know that kind of magic, hit me up. Please. Can you tell me about stalking? Stalker. The High Priestess, Cancer Pisces energy. The Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords, the Five of Swords. I feel like this is the person that was cut off before. You know, that relationship that you let go. Hang on, my cat wants to get in. Give me a second. So yeah, I feel like this is that same person that you know, feel like you just have to release from your life to stop being stressed out. You know, I think, like I said, that energy was reversed. And so whether you know it or not, and I think you don't know it, this person really does watch you all day. They can't believe that you really are just over this and that you've moved on from them. Like, at the end of the day, they feel defeated. It's like one person is looking like you here is really happy to let this go and move on, and the other person just is finally feeling what you were. That's kind of what it looks like, what you were feeling for a long time. And you, I think, can feel this intuitively too, that they're watching you, or that they know that you're basically better off without them. In the advice, we have the Hierophant, the Sun, Taurus and Leo energy. Let them watch you shine. That's supposed to happen. You know, this person, they're not going to make any changes until they really see what they lost here. And, you know, I think that you won't care. It won't be with you that the changes take place, but maybe with the next person, because they definitely are going to learn here. That's the worst. After your breakup, when you have that glow up, it's not the worst for you, but it's definitely the worst for the other person, when you're just not fucked up over them anymore and you just start looking real good and getting attention. Payback is a bitch. Tell me about Feast of Gratitude. The Four of Swords. Karma. The Two of Pentacles. the Page of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Cups, I think that because you have taken time out to be alone and really heal from a situation that you feel was specifically karmic, like it really showed you your shadow and the things that you struggle with in life. It showed you your problems with your inner child, but also it got you back in touch with that inner child. So I feel like now you're more creative and passionate. Things are going to really start shifting, and it's because your energy shifts. Like you're learning to practice gratitude, to be thankful for where you are, the connections that you do have. If you aren't that type of person, understand this is what's missing. This is the link in life. That is the difference between being miserable and being happy. It's an energy, optimism, faith. The Page of Wands is an energy of basically not having a care in the world. You know, he's a child, especially in this card. And he's got that cat. He's protected. He's not worried about shit, you know? And I think that that's kind of how you need to show up in the world. Like, I'm thankful and grateful for the lessons. I'm grateful for the blessings. And then more just come in. There's just something here where, you know, maybe there's two different people here where it's like the reason that the blessings are coming in is this gratitude. Keep doing that. For other people, you need to be more grateful. You know, when you get blessings, actually be grateful. When people do even small things for you, be grateful, you know, and you'll see how much the energy shifts and changes. I was grabbing advice. The way to shift it, the way to balance everything out, get everything that you want, comes from that gratitude energy, temperance, and the Nine of Wands in the advice. Again, balance. I've been through a lot, and I made it out unscathed, and I'm so grateful. You know, just saying silly things like this. But, ooh, excuse me, that was gross. Came out of nowhere. A lot of you just, you got to take a step back, look at where you came from, and be really grateful for where you are, and like thank the universe or God or yourself or whoever, you know, to show gratitude. Some of you are doing like literally trying to play with like magic, and you don't even do offerings. Like you're asking for things, but then you're not even doing like an offering. So you don't really understand magic, and you probably shouldn't do that. You should probably look a little further into things. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time and resources. You have to be grateful and show gratitude. All right, so let's close this out with the clarification of the Eight of Wands, please. Two of Wands. The Four of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Five of Cups. You see here, she's got these like umbrellas. She's just floating away from everybody's bullshit. A little different than all the other kind of Eight of Wands cards, but taking things to new heights, floating away from all this extra nonsense here. The thing is that that's a choice. You can choose to just, maintain your distance from people who aren't peaceful. Kind of just move away from anybody that you feel is like childish. Because I feel like there's some people around you that say things that hurt you, or you just feel like some people are a little reckless. The Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Some of you need to just respect yourself and leave certain people alone this month. If people say anything, getting that there's like some people that you would associate as like friends, maybe there's some coworkers or something, man, fuck these people. I feel like there's some pettiness that might happen here, and you need to just just float away from that bullshit. Just don't have anything to do with it, because it's going to take you out of this energy. Like, you don't feel like somebody's like attacking you. You just I think can't stand somebody in a group or a group of people as a whole. Some of you, it's a job, and you may need to leave the job and just take a better offer here. I feel like if you are trying to leave a job and you've been putting out applications or something, by the end of the month, you're actually going to see that move forward. In the advice, we have the Hierophant, the Three of Pentacles, the Sun. Yeah. So I wouldn't even worry about that. Just, again, align yourself and things will work out. So, if you fucking hate your job, apply somewhere else. And maybe you'll just literally have a better offer. That could be part of what you're so grateful for at the end of the month. So to me, it just seems like, look at all this Piscean energy at the bottom of the deck here together. It seems like it is actually going to be a pretty good month for you. You just have to not really let anybody get to you. And for some of you, you need to understand that you're not just going to get something by sitting around and asking for it. You need to do it appropriately. Meaning you have to work for things. Okay. See you soon.